I'm Lisa K. Donner, along with Andrew Moran, Jeff Charles, James Fight, and Sarah Cowgill. And this is the Conservative Five, Liberty Nation's online TV news program. Well, folks, we've had so much fun with the last political worst case scenarios, and a lot of people watched, so we're doing it again. This game allows the panel to choose the best option for survival or sanity. I'm going to call on you one by one and ask you to pick a number from 1 to 10, and from there it should be obvious. Everybody ready? Ding!
Get her done.
Okay, ladies first. Sarah, pick a number.
Number from 1 to what?
10.
Did I miss that? How did I miss that?
Okay.
Number 6.
Numero 6. You've been invited to Barack Obama's 60th birthday party. What do you wear?
I think I'm gonna wear something flashy. I'm gonna make that overly white, opaque, pristine house the backdrop of bright red spandex with maybe some feathers and a hell of a lot of makeup and some really maybe thigh-high yellow boots.
What about bodycon Sarah in sequins? Sarah in sequins with the bodycon red?
I could.
I think that might do it.
Some fringe. That's
okay. Who wants to see Sarah in that outfit? Raise your hands.
Oh yes.
Okay.
All right.
In that environment specifically.
That was not swift enough response.
Jeff was just thinking about it for a long time there. I don't know.
I got distracted.
We're gonna have many dreams tonight now, Sarah.
All right, you're up next, Andrew. Pick a number.
That.
What?
That's French for 7.
Oh, 7. Sorry, I took Spanish in high school. Okay, you can visit the afterlife for 1 hour, and you're allowed to only speak to one past, that means dead, politician. The catch is only one Democratic politician. Who do you pick?
Biden. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. I'm sorry. No. He's still around. I would say a Democratic politician. It would be FDR, so I can berate him about all the terrible decisions he made during the Great Depression.
Oh, what about LBJ? He's right up there too. The Great Society, my friend.
But he probably went on the toilet, berating his staffers in the afterlife. There.
Who's got some? Go ahead.
I would with Kennedy, so I could sit there and snuggle with him, and he's kind of hot.
I wanted Tip O'Neill. I thought he'd be an interesting guy to sit down and have a beer with for an hour. What do you guys say?
Well, that sounds good.
Well, I would ignore all the politicians. I travel the depths of hell just to see Rita Hayworth.
Oh, nice. Jeff, who are you sitting down with for an hour in heaven?
It depends. Can I only talk to him or can I use violence? If I can use violence, then I pick Woodrow Wilson.
Yes.
I don't know if is there violence in heaven? I don't think.
There's no.
Do you think Woodrow Wilson?
Oh, you're assuming Woodrow Wilson is in heaven.
Oh yeah, that's true. This is the afterlife, not heaven. Good point. Okay. All right. James, can you pick a numero?
Dang.
Well, it's harder to pick a number than to answer the questions with this group.
Let's see.
Okay,
5.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8,
5.
9, and 10 open. 5. Okay, 5. As designated survivor, you are now the president of the United States.
Oh, crap.
What is the first thing you do as commander-in-chief? Well, that's a good one.
That is. The very first thing that came to mind is run away.
Lift the mask mandates. Come on.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, I've got to appoint my new cabinet and all that good stuff. So, Jeff, Andrew, what positions do you guys want?
Okay.
The Federal Reserve System. There you go.
Yeah, I would just whack something. I would start whacking things that don't matter anymore, and nobody can tell you not to because there's no cabinet to get rid of you. So start whacking.
Oh, that's a good point. It is a good time for deregulation.
Just
by executive order.
Act like Biden and do 176 different, executive orders. Andrew, what would you
all
do?
Democrats have to live in California. They have a nice GDP, and they can survive out there as their own little country, and everybody else can get away from them.
Andrew, what would you do?
Oh, I would appoint Tulsi Gabbard as God Empress of the United States.
Oh, there we go. It's coming out again. His Tulsi Gabbard.
Well, I haven't heard that in a while.
All right. I got to ask you, Jeff, what would you do as your first thing?
Does the president have the power to just dissolve the entire government? Because if that were possible, then I would do it.
Depends on how many people died to make you designated survivor.
The entire Congress has to go, and the cabinet.
Yeah, exactly.
They basically all go.
Or I would just issue pardons to everybody who is locked up for nonviolent drug offenses.
All right. Has everybody had a turn here? Sarah, did you have a turn?
Sarah started.
I did.
Okay, Sarah started. Okay, so I'm going to pick number one because it's too juicy to leave on the table.
No, wait a minute. We haven't done Jeff yet.
Oh, that's what I said. Has everybody had a chance? And you guys said yes.
No, we too.
All right, Jeff, pick a number.
1.
Darn it, you took the one I wanted.
I always pick 1.
Dang.
Jeff's number 1.
Your eyes when you
Okay, I'm pissed now. All right. You're fired. All right.
Oh, man.
Would you rather pay Nancy Pelosi's plastic surgery or her bar bill? Which bill? That was going to be mine.
Now I feel bad for picking 1 because you would have been perfect on that one.
I would have. Go ahead. You pick it.
I would pay her bar bill, and I would actually have a few drinks with her. Not as many as she would, but.
Are we going back to the afterlife thing? You think you're in wherever the afterlife? We're not going to say heaven or hell. Drinking with Nancy?
Yeah.
But that might be part of his ploy to put her there.
Her bar bill's got to be lower than her Botox bill. I'm telling you.
Before the advent of electricity, her bar bill is probably a lot higher.
Wait. Say that again, Andrew?
Probably been alive since before electricity, so I'm pretty sure her bar bill is a lot higher than her.
That's true.
Yeah, if you look at it in the aggregate, that's. Look at the economist figuring out which bill to pay. My gosh. All right. Somebody then, since he took mine, just pick a number for me, and I'll try to answer it.
Pick a number 3, Lisa.
I'll be number 3, as in the Three Stooges. You are in charge of renaming the Russell Senate building. What do you come up with? I would name it the Alice Roosevelt Longworth building because she was so sardonic and so sassy. She reminds me so much of our Sarah Cowgill. I think we need to have one good female political person. And even though she was never elected to anything, I've been reading a fascinating book about her, 700 pages on Alice Roosevelt Longworth. But really, what a fascinating political life she lived. So even though her husband has the other building, the Longworth, now you guys know where the Longworth building comes from. It comes from Nick Longworth, who was the Speaker of the House in the I think 1925. Anyway, giving you probably way too much history, and it's not funny anymore.
This wasn't supposed to be an educational segment.
All right. I'll shut up. All right, now one for extra measure. Andrew, I'm gonna let you go.
I'm sorry. This is where the press briefings are held.
No, it's one of the 3 Senate office buildings.
No, Russell is the Senate office building, I believe, and Longworth is the House office building.
Okay, so I guess you just name it after one of the 1984 buildings. So I guess Ministry of Truth.
Ha! All right, go ahead. I'm going to ask you. Anybody can take this one. Number 9. Donald Trump is reelected in 2024 and is hiring a press secretary. He asks you to step up. Do you, Jeff?
God, no.
Jeff,
I worked for a politician.
Wimps.
No,
In
I worked for a politician who, by the time I got done briefing.
Jim, my man. Jim says
yes. Are you kidding me? Sean Spicer. Everybody knows Sean Spicer, but on Twitter, Sean Spicier, the parody account, was my absolute favorite thing about the Trump administration.
That was really
Not
good.
even answering the
That's
question.
me as the press secretary. I'm telling you.
All right. Well, we gave a bonus question. I think this is a good game for us, crew. Hope you've enjoyed playing with us, our wonderful Liberty Nation audience. It's all in good fun. We love to hear you on the next round. Thanks for joining us, and pop on over to libertynation.com for a little bit of sanity, analysis, and the very best in political humor. Especially check out our daily meme picks that should keep a smile on your face. Thanks, group. That's it for our Conservative 5 panel today. Check out our other C5 shows and segments on your favorite video platform, YouTube, Vimeo, Rumble. We're on them all. As well, Liberty Nation has its own Roku channel where you can see all of our TV productions. Thanks so much for tuning in. And remember, surf on over to libertynation.com. For Frank Diorio, our editor and post coordinator, and our executive producer, Sarah Cowgill, I'm Lisa K. Donner, editor-in-chief. This has been a production of libertynation.com, conservative news where truth matters.